Everybody, it's Daniel. Welcome to Catalonia Profunda. I'm here in Terrassa, or actually outside Terrassa, and I'm just taking a walk. I wanted to talk a little bit about Spanish culture today. We are here, we've had this pandemic thing, which apparently is just going to continue forever, but recently, there's a rooster crowing. Recently, this Monday, they opened up the Comunidad so we can travel again between the comarcas. A comarca is like a county in the US or the UK, I guess. It's just a, small region. So I decided to celebrate by coming to see some nature because, Barcelona, the city, does not have much nature. So this is about a 40-minute train ride from home. There's nature, there's wildlife, probably. And yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Camino de Santiago. If you've heard of this, you've probably heard it called the Way of St. James. The Way of St. James is the pilgrimage from, I guess, Jerusalem or something to Santiago de Compostela, which is in the north of Spain, in Galicia. And if you've heard of this, you've probably heard about the one that goes through the north of Spain from the French border at Roncesvalles to Santiago de Compostela, and then to there's another place called Finisterra, I believe, which was considered by the Romans or whoever to be the end of the earth. However, I have found that the Camino de Santiago is actually everywhere. Everywhere in Spain. I apologize for the bird. It's going to continue doing that. Everywhere in Spain, the Camino de Santiago, basically, you can find some branch of it and you can take it to the main road. And it's because in the day, back in the day, when people would do this as a pilgrimage, they would just start from home. They would start from home and they would go to Santiago from wherever it was that they lived, which means that there's a route from everywhere. Also other European cities. If you go to Brussels, Belgium, I believe I've seen the little yellow arrows. You can see little yellow arrows in lots of different points in Europe. It's of course not a big deal in other countries, but people used to make the pilgrimage all the time as a religious thing. They still do. Now it's kind of a religious thing if you want, or a just fun adventure if you want, depending on how you see it. But yeah, back in the day, people would just walk across Europe to visit the cathedral in Santiago de Compostela, which theoretically is where St. James arrived after preaching his way across Europe, I guess. I'm not a historian. You should look up the details if you're really interested, but definitely if you're in Spain at some point, check out part of the Camino. It's a really cool thing. I've done parts around Madrid. I've also done parts in Cantabria, and even Gran Canaria has something that they call the Camino de Santiago. You can cross the island from Iglesia de Santiago on the north, and there's another Iglesia de Santiago in the south, and you can go either way. It takes you a few days, and you can do the Canary Islands Camino. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that little bit of culture, and enjoy the scenery. We'll be back with more vocabulary, culture, and everything else very soon. Bye.